Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to Sew with Mediva. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you for sticking to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this simple pleated skirt, and I achieved this style using 2 yards of African print fabric. You can use any fabric of your choice for this style. If this is something you are interested in, make sure to keep watching and make sure you watch till the end so that you don't miss out on any detail. If you find this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. So I made use of 2 yards of African print fabric, but if you want yours longer, you're going to need about 3 yards or 3.5 yards. So you can decide to use a crepe fabric or any other fabric for this style. So you're also going to need your tape rule, your scissors and your chalk. So we're going to start with the waistband of the skirt. So let's go ahead to fold the fabric. So for this skirt, you're only going to need two measurements, which is your round waist measurement and the full length of the skirt. So my round waist measurement is 34 inches. I'll go ahead to measure it on my fabric. Starting from one edge of my fabric, I marked 34 inches and I added 3 extra inches to it for the seam allowance and for the zipper at the back. I hope you guys understand. So add 3 extra inches to your round waist measurement. So mine is 37 inches, and the height of my band, I'm going to mark 4 inches. So remember that this band is still going to be in a fold of 2. So I'll mark 4 inches all the way to the edge of the fabric, and then I'll proceed to cut it out. So use your own measurement, add 3 inches to it and then cut out your band. So I have my band cut out already. So remember, we're going to fold this band into 2. So when I fold into 2, I'll have 2 inches on both sides, but I'll still take half of an inch in. So at the end of the day, my band will be 1.5 inches high, so you can work with anything you want. So I'll iron my gum stay to the wrong side of my fabric to give it a bit of weight. So after ironing, I'm going to trim out the excess I have. And then I'll take my iron now and fold in half an inch on both sides. I'll fold in half an inch on this side and also fold half an inch on the other side. So after doing this, I'll then fold the band into 2 equal parts this way and then iron it out. So when you're done, by the time you measure the band, you can see that we have 1.5 inches for the height. So we're done with the band. Let's go ahead to work on the skirt. So for the pleated skirt, I went ahead to cut out the fabric I'll be needing. So to get the wideness of fabric to cut out for your pleat, you're going to multiply your round waist measurement by 3. So mine is 34 inches times 3, I got 102 inches, and I'm going to add extra 4 to 5 inches to it just to be on the safe side. So if I have any excess, I will just cut it out. So my fabric is 107 inches wide. So the full length of my skirt is 20 inches, and we already have a band of 1.5 inches. So I'm going to place my tape 1.5 inches above the starting line to mark the full length, which is 20 inches. So I'm going to add 1 inch to it to make 21 inches. The 1 inch is going to be for the folding allowance. So I'll just go ahead to cut out the excess that I have. So after taking out the excess, the next thing is to come over to the waistline and mark the measurements for the pleats. So I'm going to first of all come in by 1.5 inches from one edge of the fabric. This is going to be for the seam allowance. And then from that 1.5 inches, I'm going to place 1 inch all the way down. I'm going to be marking 1 inch. So take your time to do this so that you can get equal size of pleats. So I'm going to be marking 1 inch. I'll just lay my tape rule flat this way and just take 1 inch all the way down to the other end of the fabric. So I'll keep marking 1 inch all the way down. So there are different methods of forming your pleats. I just find this one very easy for me. So I'll mark 1 inch all the way down. So I've gone ahead to mark the 1 inch all the way down to the other edge of the fabric. So the next thing we want to do is to start creating the pleat. So to create your pleat, you're going to start from the first point that you marked. You're going to pinch it a little this way. You take it across the second line and let it stay on the third line and then use your pin to hold it down. So I'm going to repeat this process over and over for you guys to see. So after that, you can go ahead to iron out immediately. So pinch the next line, cross the next one, and then let it sit on the third line again. So I'll advise that you have your iron ready as at this point so that you can start to iron your pleats as you are forming it. This is going to make it a whole lot easier along the line. So pick again the next one, pinch it and cross it over to the third line this way. So by doing this, you're going to have equal pleats when you are done. So I'm gonna head to create 3 pleats now. You can see how beautiful it looks. So just go ahead to iron it out while you are creating your pleats. It is going to make your work much easier and neater. So I'll pin it down. So I'll pick the next one and just continue to pleat it like I explained. So by now you should already understand the concept of how this works. So pick one, cross over the next one till you get to the third one and pin it down, and then iron it as you pleat. So you keep pleating this way until you get to the other edge of the fabric. So I'll keep pleating it this way, just as you can see, till I get to the other side of the fabric. You can see how beautiful the pleat looks now and how equal they are. So I am almost done creating the pleat, and this is what it looks like. So when you're done, you can go ahead to measure what you have around the waistline to see if it's the same thing with your band length. So if you are short of some inches, you can add extra fabric to it and just pleat it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take this to my sewing machine and stitch down the pleats. So on the waistline, I'm going to stitch down the pleats all the way down. Just go ahead to stitch it down so that it stays firm. So when I'm done doing that, when I'm done stitching, I'm going to iron it out very well. So make sure your iron is very hot when you are doing this. Iron out the pleats, arrange and iron out very well. So when I'm done, I'll show you guys the next thing to do. So after I stitched down the pleats and also ironed out, this is what it looks like. You can see how beautiful the pleats look now. You can see what it looks like. So the next thing we want to do is to insert the waistband. So go ahead to flip the skirt to the wrong side and then place the right side of the waistband facing it this way. Open up the 0.5 inches that you folded in, the half an inch, and then go ahead to stitch it all the way down to the other side. So stitch the band all the way down to the other side of the skirt. So after that, I'll turn the band to the right side. So after stitching the band, I'm going to turn it over to the right side and then cover up the band this way. So that half an inch you folded in, you're going to just use it to cover the band this way and stitch it all the way down. Hope you guys understand. Take it to your sewing machine and just stitch it all the way down. So when I'm done, I'll fold in the base twice and stitch it all the way down. So after I stitched down the waistband on the right side, this is what it looks like. And I have also finished up the base by folding in twice and stitching down. The next thing is to close up the back of the skirt. So I'm going to fold it into two this way. So remember the 3 inches that we added, 1.5 inches for both sides. I'm going to take it out of the waistline now and then proceed to just curve it in to the allowance at the back this way. So we're going to have a zipper at the back as well. So I'm going to determine where I want my zipper to stop, which is 9 inches from the waistline, and then proceed to close it up from that 9 inches all the way down. So when I'm done with that, I'll show you guys how to insert the zipper. So after I closed up the back, this is what the skirt looks like. You can see how beautiful this looks. This is what the back looks like now. The last and final thing we want to do is to insert the zipper. And to do that, let's go ahead to flip the skirt to the wrong side. So I'm going to place my zipper this way, making sure the right side of the zipper is facing the right side of the fabric, and then go ahead to just pin it down on the zipper allowance. So pin the zipper this way. So notice that this is the wrong side of the zipper that is facing me. So I'll go ahead to pin the other side into the zipper allowance. So you can just highlight the zipper allowance before you start to pin so that you get out your exact 1.5 inches. So after pinning down, I'll go ahead to stitch down the zipper, so the zipper allowance this way on this side, and I'll stitch it on the other side. When I'm done, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So guys, after inserting the zipper, this is what the skirt looks like now. You can see how beautiful this looks and how easy it is to achieve, and you can make this with any fabric of your choice. It is still going to come out very beautiful. So this is what we end this video for today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel.